Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander, and it is late night Thursday, opening weekend of the movie we didn't know we needed in our lives, which is Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I can't stop giggling because every emotion is going through me right now. You know, as a tiny child, I've seen the original a bajillion times, as well as the sequel. I quote lines from it all the time. You know, classics. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. When I'm stressed, it's like, there is no Dana, only Zool. I answer the phone often. I just want to say, Ghostbusters, what do you want? And of course, the classic, which was, it is true. This man has no dick. I mean, gems. It's full of gems. And I was even a fan of the 2016 as its own little entity. The saggy middle was sad, but I enjoyed the beginning and the end as its own separate little thing. I also enjoyed the 2016 version. So I wasn't sure exactly what we were walking into, because from the trailers it seemed like there was a different tone than the originals, and there is a different tone, but it is charming as fuck. It is so flippin'. Everybody in it is just delightful. They do their roles. It's charming. That's the word I could think of. It is joyful to watch. It's a lot more intense as far as the scary part than I remember like the original being, because the original had its little moments of terror-ish to it when the ghosts would be there. But I just remember it being more funny, comical, haha. Whereas this one, the beginning opening, especially the opening, was very intense. And I watched it in the Dolby Theater. So it was loud and the seat shook. So I don't know if that also heightened the tenseness. So when the jump scares happen, they are loud. And so you're tense the whole time. But comedy and jokes abound. So many callbacks to the original. So many callbacks. You'll have to watch New Rock Stars and the like as they go through all the bajillion Easter eggs that are in there. Now, a thing I found interesting, and this is when you're a content creator and people are seeing what you've created, and the thing you cannot control is their previous experiences and point of views that they will bring into it to partake of what you created. So I could not relax at all through most of this, because it's one thing when you see, you know, Harold Ramis or Bill Murray, you know, Dan Aykroyd, you know, as these guys that have built these proton packs, stick them on their backs and go to shoot things and tear stuff up, whatever. It's completely different when it's a tiny 12-year-old child. So I don't know if it's because I'm a mother myself, but seeing this tiny 12-year-old throw on this proton pack, has no idea that she's got a nuclear thing on her back, going to shoot it at whatever son and God, their lives were imperiled. They should have been dead 1,000 times over. 1,000 times over. So me thinking this isn't a horror film necessarily. It's creepy, scary, but it's not a horror film. They will not kill people. They should have been dead 1,000 times over, and I could not relax. So I'm sure now that I've experienced the whole thing, if I go watch it again, I probably will. I'll see it a bunch of times. I can relax a little bit more and not be so on edge that they're going to kill everybody just by sheer fact of being a child with massive weapons of destruction in their hands. So that's one of the things that, you know, you can't anticipate until you're there, is that little things like that will slay you. But other than that, it is completely delightful. You do need to see it, especially if you enjoyed the first ones at all. This is something that you must partake in. You will thoroughly enjoy it. And yes, I did cry a bit at the end. Because you, especially, again, you go back and you remember all the things that led up and how the first ones were made, and the relationships and who's there and who's not there. And it is very, very touching. And then also Phoebe is my youngest. It's a brunette version of my youngest. So you throw all that in there, imprinting. It's very sentimental and very touching, and I think you will enjoy it as well. And oh yes, Stay through the end. There is a mid-credit scene and there is an end credit scene. A good portion of the theater left before the mid-credit scene. Almost everybody had left before the end credit scene. So there is one. Stay and enjoy. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. It's just you've got to experience it for yourself and try to catch as many of those Easter eggs because there are a lot of them. So I can't wait for you all to see it and enjoy it as well. And there's way more coming out this month as far as movies are concerned. And I can't wait to share more thoughts with you all. So thank you so much for joining me now. And until next time.